Oh, so if I alter a kaiju, I'm freaking evil. But when you do it, you're Mother effing Teresa on the hood of a Mercedes Benz.
Harmonize with me, Chaos Header!
Despite all my rage, I'm still a Dada in a cage.
Well, here's the thing, Chaos Header. You're trying to take the free will out of all living creatures in the universe and make them into one collective will. I am giving them back their free will.
The same can be said of all ultra religions.
See, I'm combining two different Yu-Gi-Oh episodes right there. Look, I mean, isn't it a staple at this point that we just randomly reference Yu-Gi-Oh on an Ultraman podcast of all things?
Be it official or abridged.
Yes, just 7 weeks away from the opening of the closet. Yeah. When the closet opens, we attack at dawn.
Yes, for Nagano!
Yeah. So what are we discussing here? We're finally there. The final 5 episodes of Ultraman Cosmos, episode 61 through 65.
Hey, watching this season was your idea.
I mean, we would have had to do it sooner or later, to be fair.
Yeah. But, I'm not complaining because,
these 5 episodes were actually really good. I just wish that the season would just cut it back by, 20 episodes.
I think it was originally going to be 50 episodes, but then they extended it to 65.
Oh, jeez. And then we had to get all janky with 5 non-consecutive of those episodes. Yeah, but here we are.
And then the next season, not Cosmos. And then the next season, Nexus, was going to be 50 episodes originally, but then it got cut down to 37 because it got canceled.
Ouch. Yeah.
Nexus is a great show, though. I'd love to cover that and watch it again.
Yeah, I've said it before. Nexus and Mabius had some of the coolest designs back in the day.
They still do.
Yeah. High key, they still do. Yeah. Yeah. Like if Blazar was just a little bit more symmetrical, he'd be way up there. And he's just kind of up there.
Do you have symmetry OCD like Death the Kid?
Absolutely.
3 white lines on one side, but not on the other? That doesn't seem too symmetrical to me. Oh, geez, dude. Did I ever tell you about the very first time me and my buddy ever cosplayed? It was back in 2013. This was when I first cosplayed Captain Marvelous, but we're not talking about my cosplay. He decided to cosplay Death the Kid, and he kept getting over and over and over and over again people at the con making symmetry jokes and saying 7 instead of 8 and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Me, like whenever I see a Death the Kid cosplayer, I'm like, hey, why do you have 3 white lines only on the left side of your face? You know what I appreciate?
I mean, I get some semblance of what he went through because when I cosplayed Yusei, I kept getting over and over and over again people saying card games on
motorcycles. Yes, I know. Hey, Crow! Let's play a card game while standing completely still on the ground. Oh my God! What a horrible dream!
Oh, thank God!
I had a horrible dream where we were playing card games and not on motorcycles.
But you did that like a good amount of times in the first half of the show.
Yeah. Can you imagine if he had a severe OCD where it's like, listen, man, I can't be playing a card game right now. Why? Because I don't have my motorcycle. And I can't play card games if I'm not on my motorcycle. Jeez, don't make it weird.
Yep. Now you say, I want you to know this card game will not be played on a motorcycle. I just want you to know I know how to duel.
I just want you to be riding on your dual disc.
Yeah, like using it as a hoverboard. Oh wait, that's right, that's Brains.
Or just season 3 of 5Ds. Yeah, it's like like card games on motorcycles, card games on motorcycles, card games on motorcycles, and then out of nowhere, Krillin's like, card games on skateboards. Too soon, Krillin. Too soon.
Yeah. And then there was that one time when Rua and Ruka were, the twins.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Weren't they? Wasn't the I need to watch 5Ds again, but wasn't the sister on a scooter?
Was she? All I know is that it was weird. It was weird. At least like Reigns, it worked because they were in a virtual world. But with that in mind, I could be watching Eureka 7 instead. Can someone from Studio Bones just make a Blu-ray of the complete series? Because I got 3 of the DVDs, and yes, they're all signed by Johnny Young Bosch, because back in the day he would sign anything I would hand him. But the point is, it's like, I miss that show. It was so good. Just listening to the soundtrack again, Flow, Homemade Kosaku, so good, man. I wish.
Oh, there's a good amount of shows that I still wish would get like a DVD or a Blu-ray release. Mm-hmm. But I am glad that we have nearly every single Ultraman show. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, what I find really interesting is that seemingly in Japan, the original 2003 Full Metal Alchemist is more popular than the Brotherhood version. I am genuinely surprised by that because like when I was there, it's like the most popular FMA song was actually Melissa.
Yeah, meanwhile, over here, I hear more often than not people saying that Brotherhood is better than the original.
Oh, no, worse. They specifically go to, again, as their favorite song.
Isn't it also true that Gotchard was actually well received in Japan?
It was better received there than it was here.
It's definitely interesting how that works. It's also like how, I know that this is like the reverse of that, to where something is more popular, outside of Japan than in Japan. But, a few examples. Sonic the Hedgehog is much, much more popular in the United States and the United Kingdom than in Japan.
Yeah.
Go Lion, practically nobody talks about it in Japan, but Voltron is a pop culture icon over here in the States. Mm-hmm. Or how Just Beyond, I actually saw excuse me, I actually saw an official Metal Heroes popularity poll. Of course, Gabon is number 1 on there.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Kajioba. Just Beyond was dead last on that list. And yet, he is the most popular metal hero in Brazil of all time.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Just Beyond's really underrated everywhere except Brazil. I mean, I get it. It was a pop culture hit over there. They didn't really have anything like it. So, I mean, I get it. It's kind of like how Mighty Morphin over here was a big hit. So, it's just interesting when you take a product from Japan that's not really popular over there, but it's extremely popular in other countries.
Yeah. Yeah, but what's crazy is that if there's one thing America and Japan can agree on is that nobody owes the 10th.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, nobody liked it. Even the cast hated it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, like Ank's actor even went through therapy after filming it.
Wait, are you kidding? Are you serious?
I'm half serious, but yeah, I don't know if he actually did go to therapy, but he did express that he was very like emotionally broken up about it.
Okay, for what reason exactly?
The plot.
All right, I kind of figured.
Like freaking he and Shu Watanabe were best friends in real life. You know? And finding out it's like, oh, we're coming back after 10 years. And like turns out it's like, wait, you're killing him off? What?
Yeah, I felt like that was unnecessary.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will say that the Tajodoru Eternity suit does look really cool. I'll give it that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, a lot of people in Japan, it's like they've seen the 2003 Full Metal Alchemist, but there's also a lot of people who have never seen Brotherhood.
I'm actually one of those people. And a friend of mine keeps telling me over and over again that I need to watch it. And I'm like, I will eventually. But you know what you could do for me in return? Watch some tokusatsu.
Yeah. Or at least the 2003 Full Metal Alchemist.
He's seen it. I actually got him into it. He actually almost dropped the series just because they killed off Lust.
Lust?
He thinks she's hot. I literally had to tell him, dude, don't drop the show when you're so close to finishing it.
There's only like when Lust dies, there's like what? 4 episodes left?
Yeah, so I literally had to tell him, and this actually had him continue those last 4 or 5 episodes or so. I told him, wait, dude, what if I told you that there is a movie that takes place after the ending, and in an alternate dimension, there is a version of Lust who is still alive? That's literally all it took to keep him to watch the rest of the show.
She only appears for like 2 seconds.
It's true.
She only appears for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. I want to see. I want to see which episode it was. Okay, Sloth arrive at the factory where Edward and Alphonse finally confront their creation. Drachma and the enters because Winry kidnaps. Yeah. Let me just be double sure of. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna type in Sloth because I know she dies in the same episode. Let's see. Entrenched in the northern border. Anarch's Sloth evaporate. Envy enters disguised as Winry, killing Sloth. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, episode 47 is when when Lust dies, which means that there's only 4 episodes left. There's only 4 freaking episodes.
I can't believe I had to tell him about alternative Lust appearing for like 2, maybe 3 seconds at the end of the movie that takes place after the show to convince him to keep watching. You know, I'm honestly surprised that he actually did watch Brotherhood, because I presume she also dies in that.
Yes, but under different circumstances.
I figured, but the point is that she still dies. I don't know. This was like years ago when, geez, how old were we? This was like 2013, 2014, so we were in our very early 20s. Mm-hmm. So, you know, things can change, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the show aired in 2006 in the U.S., so...
Yeah.
Maybe even earlier. No, 2006 is when I discovered YouTube for the sole purpose of watching Conquer of Shambhala. Like, no, really. Like, the only reason I know YouTube exists is because I found out that there was a Full Metal Alchemist movie, and I would stop at nothing to see it. And when I discovered YouTube, it's like, oh my god, I can actually watch this movie in 10 segments, but I can still watch it with subtitles. And for some reason, the video freezes at the part where Mustang is covered in snow. But the point is, I saw 98% of the film on YouTube in 2006.
I think I discovered YouTube in like 2006 as well. I think I was trying to look for like Sonic content.
Yeah.
Like I think it was like for like one of the trailers for Sonic 06 at the time. And then, I found out about YouTube, and then, I found out, I can look up a lot of things. Oh, they've got episodes of Power Rangers on here and so on. And like clips of Super Sentai and raw episodes of Super Sentai.
Yeah.
And then that's also kind of how I found VO too, is because when I found out about Kamen Rider.
So VO for me, it's like this. So first, they did have Kamen Rider on YouTube, but then they kind of stopped at around Deno episode 27, and then it's like Crunchyroll. What's that? And then on Crunchyroll they have almost all of Kamen Rider up to that point, up until Kiva episode 8. And then like when Crunchyroll tried to go legit, that's when I discovered VO. Honestly, I'm still surprised I was able to do anything involving watching W through Forze and a little bit of Wizard 2, because it's like things were really hard when it came to watching tokusatsu back then.
Oh, definitely. I remember, when I first found like clips from Kabuto, I really wanted to watch it and check it out. So at the time, I assumed, well, all these other people are able to watch it and like comment on it. The episodes must be on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Literally the only episode I could find on YouTube in like 2007, 2008 was episode 14 of Kabuto. So I'm like, I want to see the whole series. So there was like this old Kabuto fan site. I don't remember what it was called, but it had links to every episode on VO. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just go on this site and watch it, and then watch like tokusatsu and anime on there for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, let's continue on to Cosmos, because we start off with the Blue Oyster Cult song. History shows again and again how nature points out the folly of man. It's not Godzilla, but like it's still the same theme.
Could Cosmos purify Godzilla?
He's not a Chaos Header. That's the thing. Can you imagine if Godzilla was possessed by Chaos Header?
Would that even work, though? Because Godzilla is very resilient to a great amount of things. I mean, he even escaped a black hole, for God's sake. So I'm thinking to myself, could Chaos Header do that? Or would Godzilla be able to naturally resist Chaos Header? That's a good question.
That's an interesting question. Yeah.
I don't know. I think if anything, in the movie Giant Monsters All Out Attack from 2001, in that iteration, Godzilla it's the original Godzilla, but he's basically a zombie filled by like the dead spirits of World War II, and they're basically punishing Japan for trying to like forget their sacrifices. Mm-hmm. So then that makes me think, could Cosmos purify that specific version of Godzilla? Like have all the spirits in it like be laid to rest or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's like we got that protein. It's like called Chaos Chimera. We briefly mentioned working on it. Again, such a weird name. And so like the Chaos Chimera is but the thing is, it's a separate project. So obviously Eyes is working on the Chaos Chimera, while these guys, oh yeah, we're gonna use this organ from that one, fungus kaiju, and like combine it with that other like mecha kaiju from that other episode, so that we could control it ourselves. So we could create a weapon against the Chaos Header. It's like, but kaiju should not be fighting. Not like this. God damn it, Musashi! Don't you know we're at war? But we're not here to fight. We're not soldiers. What is this, Star Wars? No, it's true, because like Jedi are supposed to be a religion, but like instead they became soldiers. That was like part of their downfall.
No, you see, they're not in Star Wars. They're in Spaceballs. Merchandising! Ultraman the coloring book! Ultraman the lunchbox! Ultraman the breakfast cereal!
Ultraman the flamethrower!
The kids love this one.
Yeah. It's So yeah, it's like, because like we have a kaiju nature preserve, for God's sakes, and it's like, why are we like actively fighting? It's destroying kaiju really all we're relegated to. So yeah, Musashi is validly crashing out, and even Red Falcon's like, listen, man, it's not that I don't agree with you, but you gotta follow through with the rest of the team. But yeah, so at first it's like, oh yeah, like this, and even the military is like, yeah, see, the Chimera thing took too long, so we're gonna go with the mecha thing.
Edgy.
And I'm like, nothing to myself, didn't that lieutenant guy get fired the last time we saw him? Why is he still here?
He got rehired? He got demoted?
Failing upwards.
He got a salary cut?
I'm gonna blame this on super PACs. Yeah, in the words of the Roots, it's a super PAC. Super PAC. They're super packing. But yeah, no, it's So it's like, haha. It's like we do an experimental run. It's like, yeah, it destroys a building. It's like, hooray, yay! See, this works. This is our ultimate weapon. We can't trust Ultraman, bruh. And then guess what happens? The thing goes berserk, and now it's the enemy. It's like, oh, look at that!
Oh my goodness! It's how could anyone have predicted this happening?
I lift my foot up, but
you see, Boken figured it out 3 times.
Yeah,
he knew it 3 times.
Yeah. 3 times over. Yeah, and so and of course it's like, of course Ultraman has to go fight it, and of course Ai's gonna back up Ultraman, because why wouldn't they? He's been helping them since day one when Lepolos was like turned into like a chaos header, and it feels like a Sonic reference combined with a Goseiger reference. Anyways, so what's it called? But while we're trying to fight this thing, and we're trying not to fight this thing, we're trying to hold back because, it's like, we don't know, like, we should destroy it. But of course, that stupid lieutenant, Ultraman, don't destroy it. Don't you know it's for humanity to it's like, bro, this thing is attacking me. Don't destroy it.
Yeah, it gets to the point to where Red Falcon's like, we're not going to do that. Everybody back up Cosmos and destroy this thing.
Yeah, see, like, and here's the thing. It really feels like watching Doug Walker's impression of Chris O'Donnell.
Robin.
But yeah, no, it's like, God damn it, can we? I wish there was like a recurring joke where like he keeps getting demoted every time we see this guy. So it's like he's like a captain the first time we see him, and then he's a lieutenant, then he's a master sergeant, then he's like a sergeant first class, then he's a regular sergeant, then corporal, then he's a private.
Well, it could be a lot worse. He should at least be happy he doesn't have the same fate as Baxter Stockman in the 2000s Ninja Turtles show.
Jeez, I still can't get over this guy can't catch a break.
Yeah, and his punishment keeps getting worse and worse.
Yeah, it's like at a certain point, he's just a brain with one eyeball. He doesn't even have the other eyeball anymore either.
Yep. Wow. At least in Spielbahn on Dr. Bio, aka Colonel Icebot, at least when he became a brain in the jar, he had both his eyes.
Yep. Heck, even those nightmares from Zets had both of their eyes. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we destroy that mecha. And turns out the radiation from Ultraman's purification attack and the actual organ thing that powers the reactor, that combined was what we needed for the Chimera header to be able to germinate itself. That's who would have thought? Hey, here's a crazy idea. We have this crazy thing from Eyes. We have this crazy thing from the Sharks with the Jets. What if we combined them?
That's a horrible idea. It'll never work. It's ridiculous. Welcome aboard, or we're going to patent your idea.
Yeah, no. It's like, I swear, it's like that scene from Schindler's List where like that one lady who's an engineer tells us, it's like, listen, we got to restart this thing, otherwise the whole thing is going to collapse. Oh, really? Like, how would you do it? Because I'm an engineer. Oh, thanks for letting us know. Okay, let's rebuild this thing like she said. It's not funny. Like that was the actual plot. But the thing is, the same thing is played for laughs in other media. And like, it's like, yeah, no. Some guy makes a smart decision. They get sacked or worse. And then like the person that sacked them takes the credit.
One of those.
And just because like it should go without saying, but still needs to be said, F the Nazis.
Or like that scene in early Family Guy when Einstein worked at the patent office. Here, I figured out, what was it, the theory of relativity? Hey, look at this.
Yeah, Steinberg's theory of relativity. Hey, look what I invented. Shrinky dinks. Yeah. No, but for real though, like it's frustrating that like, maybe if we pooled our resources, maybe we could come up with a better solution than either of the two ideas. But yeah, so we move on to the next episode, which actually continues where we left off. Yeah, the Chimera headers work is actually multiplying, which is great. This could be used as a nuclear weapon to destroy the Chaos Header once for all, because Chaos Header is coming out of that black hole and it's like gathering up. So the main bulk of this episode is, we just need to transport that warhead from one lab to another. That's our civilian goal for the episode. But it just so happens on the way there, the Chaos Header summons another Ultraman calamity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we have a fight. Not much to say about this episode. Ultraman defeats it barely, but now we got to take that. But while we did destroy the what's it called, the Ultraman calamity, the Chaos Header is still up there, so we do need to take the fight to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Meanwhile, what's her name? Needs to get off her chest something that was on her that she was thinking of, and as it turns out, what she was thinking of did not involve dolphins or lipstick or high heels or pearl necklaces or goat demons.
I don't remember Reina being in this season at all.
Yeah, or Fuji, or Asuma.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But here we are. Man, Ultraman X was such a good season.
I'm glad you agree.
If we weren't busy like trying to watch every season once, I'd go back to watch that season. I like
Well,
that
it's only
season.
22 episodes in a movie, so
Yeah, as opposed to Zed, which is 25 episodes and no movie.
you can thank COVID for that.
But at least we had deal, y'all. If you were to use, what would you cut?
Well, on the upside, Zet does show up again in like 1 or 2 episodes of Trigger and has a movie team up with Trigger.
That's great. I'm happy we have a happy ending like that. Let's see. Yeah, so we have to take the fight to them. Oh, and we meet Musashi's friend from that one episode with Egyptus. Wait a minute, this isn't Kamen Rider.
No. It was Itasis from Power Rangers Mystic Force.
Are you sure it wasn't? Are you sure it wasn't Hexuba from Lost Galaxy?
Lost Galaxy? No. It was the creator of Light from the final few episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, it was Anubis the entire time. It's like, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. Damn it, I looked.
Yep.
I know he said something else.
Zork and his Dragon Dong are no match for the creator of Lights.
Yeah. Man, I can't wait for Little Karibo to finally get to Crapsule Monsters, episodes 4 through 12. And then finally, season 0.
I remember being surprised that Capsule Monsters was an American creation and it didn't air in Japan at all. But we're not here to talk about that right now.
Wait, how was it animated though? Was it animated by Americans in the Japanese style, or did they pull a Mighty Morphin where like, oh, they just paid the animators extra money to film the new scenes?
Or like the last 20 episodes of Ultron, the 80s one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it was directed by Eric Stewart, the English voice of Kaiba.
Yes.
Well, the animation is still the same as the main show. So presumably it's like Mighty Morphin / 80s Voltron to where, they commissioned it, but it never aired in Japan.
Yeah. Man, next time I see a certain Toei employee, I'm going to show them Crapsule Monsters and see what they think. Now, it's really fun watching Toei employees react to like American versions of stuff, especially American Power Rangers. It's like, why is that guy from Car Ranger in Mega Ranger?
Yeah. Did you ever? What about the Titanium Ranger and Jungle Fury Spirit Rangers?
I showed the Spirit Rangers, but I did not show the. But yeah, maybe I will.
Okay, so what did this Toei employee have to say about the Spirit Rangers?
Excitement and jealousy. Yeah. No, but I have to say, like, that wonder from their expression, like, makes me really appreciate American Power Rangers. Because it's I mean, some seasons more than the others, obviously, but just like using Gao Ranger and Wild Force as an example, it's just interesting to me to have. And again, I actually really love both the American and Japanese versions. But it's really, like, whatever you could say, oh, well, this thing was better in the Japanese version, this thing was better in the American version. Like, for me, they're apples and oranges. Even though a lot of the plot points are actually very parallel to each other, aside from certain episodes airing out of order, it's a pretty faithful adaptation. But with that in mind, it's really interesting learning like what the American version changed and why. And because like there was creativity involved in some of these decisions. And I'll even say this. Jindrax and Toxica, I actually liked more than Tsui Tsui and Yaiba.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because at least Jindrax and Toxica, they actually had a redemption arc.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Well, two things. One, I don't care how much of a hot take this is. I think the seasons up to RPM at least are just as good as Super Sentai, even though they're for the most part drastically different.
Yeah.
I can watch any of those seasons at any time and have a great time with them. And two, I actually I'm a very appreciative for Power Rangers, not only because, it always brings me joy, but it got me into tokusatsu as a whole. I don't know if I would have gotten into, I probably wouldn't have gotten into Rider, Ultraman, and Godzilla and so on if it wasn't for Power Rangers.
Yeah. Like for me, it's like there are some seasons that were better than the American versions, some seasons that were better than the Japanese versions, but at the end of the day, they're apples and oranges. They're two different shows that just happen to have some of the same footage. But at the end of the day, those first 17 seasons are actually pretty good. Like, honestly, the worst of them is Operation Overdrive, and even that wasn't as bad as we made it out to be. Honestly, I'll even admit, I was so spoiled by the greatest season of Super Sentai that of course I'm going to like make comparisons to the Japanese version and be disappointed that it's not exactly like the Japanese version. So much so that I was even blinded to the things that the American version did better. And
it happens when you're young, like I remember at the time when Jungle Fury was airing, I did watch it. I thought it was pretty good. But, I thought Geki Ranger was a lot better, which, I do love both Geki Ranger and Jungle Fury. But when I rewatched Jungle Fury not that long ago, I actually liked it a lot more than what I did back in the day.
Yeah, I really cringe when I look back at myself, like back in 2010, 2011, where like I did have a brief Sentai purist phase. And yeah, no, I would totally smack my younger self for it. It's like, what do you mean you don't know Rita Repulsa's name? You've been watching that season for years.
Yeah,
because habitually I was calling her Bedora for like a 2-year period.
Yeah, I think we all look back at things and then cringe at them. God knows I do. And then I think to myself, thank God, other than like some of my old YouTube videos, thank God nobody remembers certain things that I did when I was younger but me.
Like torturing a mastodon?
Well, that wasn't cringe. That was just sadistic pleasure.
Oh, man.
I'll do it again.
I miss when YouTube was legitimately a social media platform and not just content creators react videos.
In fact, you know what? I think this year at Morphicon, I'll bring a live Mastodon and have a panel to where I'm just torturing it the entire time and taking suggestions from the audience. So what should I use now? Should I use the spear or the cow brander?
You may as well make it like a children's coloring book called The Mastodon's Last Way. If you know what I'm referencing. If you know what I'm referencing. But yeah, so best friend, it's like, oh yeah, so if you take this crystal and you change the angle slightly like this, they form a tetrahedron with a map showing how to summon the Reggies. I swear that's what it looks like. But yeah, no, it turns out it's like we find out about the Chaos Headers. We fly well, we don't fly out into space, but like
not yet.
Not yet. Oh man, I feel like most of those last 3 episodes, they just well, no, those first four of no, those first 3 of the last 4 episodes, they were just such a blur that it's just really hard to like distinguish where one episode ends and the next one begins. Yeah. But we do have to deal with the chaos header that is in fact in space. And we find out something very interesting from Fubuki.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Are we to that point yet? Because it happens like the end of the episode.
Yeah, I mean we're not, but we do know that it happens in this episode. Yeah, but like it's like the storm before the calm. No, wait, that's Ninja Storm. What am I saying?
What can you do to me without your powers?
We may not be Rangers. Sorry, we may not be Power Rangers, but we still have power. I'm like, bro, that's the opposite of what Tommy said in the movie. What are you even doing?
Shane tried.
He tried. Power of air, power of earth, power of water, thunder power. Wait, they weren't there for that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Yeah. But yeah, no, we do have a plan though. We need to get those two Chimera warheads onto the Ice Tech space shuttle and fly it straight to the Chaos Header. That's the plan.
Also, there's a kaiju that gets possessed by Chaos Header again.
Yes, again. So of course, naturally, we got to take care of that. And yes, it's at this point where Homegirl does have that conversation with Musashi that I mentioned earlier. I'm not thinking about goat monsters anymore. Thinking about something else in my mind. But as Musashi's leaves her, he walks in on a conversation between Red Falcon and EXO, and turns out they're having their own thing. It's like, listen, this could be deadly, and there could be blood on my hands. We're supposed to be researchers, but instead we're playing soldier. I don't want that kind of guilt on my team, so I'm gonna be the one to pilot the ship. Yeah, and that's a really interesting heart-to-heart moment. Say what you will, this season drags on for way too long, but if there's one thing I love about it, it's the characterization. Meanwhile, the Chaos Rider's like, and I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day where I will spread calamity and destroy everyone. Yes.
And then I might also appear in the Alcatraz Tower with Yugi and Kaiba dueling in a Roman Colosseum. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it possesses an aardvark kaiju. That is so bizarre, I swear. Out of all the kaiju, it's not even how do I put it? You'd think, oh well, let's bring back Red King. Or Gomez. Or Gomora. I'm surprised none of those 3 showed up this season.
It was at a time when Tsuburaya was trying to have a bunch of different kaiju in their shows rather than just being like, oh hey, here you go, we're going to keep reusing the same kaiju for nostalgia and budget purposes.
Yeah. So part of the Chaos Center,
he fights Augie, the adorable aardvark.
Yeah, while the Chaos Header creates a barrier around the ice base in order to prevent them from sending backup. And the aardvark uses a smoke machine. No, not the smoke monster from Lost. Yeah. And yeah. So basically, Ultraman does defeat the kaiju. You know, we separate the Chaos Center, and then it grows a face. Oh my god! It looks like Queen Banshira when she was a smoke monster.
Oh my gosh! You know, when I watched this episode earlier tonight, there was something in the back of my head that was thinking that looks somewhat familiar, and then it's like it makes sense now. It's Queen Banshira / Grandine, depending on which version you want to go for.
Yeah, like when she was like in that smoke vision, like, yes, I am back, but I'm still in an inferior form. Take care of Olympus. Yeah.
Lightspeed, good times.
Yeah. Now, bring back. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember. What's the name of that one? Bring back that one kaiju that looks like a cross between Psycho Black and Ecliptor. Red Ecliptor. God, I forgot his name.
Oh, you mean the first like meteor monster that they fight? Even as a kid, I thought this thing looks like a Ecliptor.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the first one that they fight was just straight up Psycho Red.
I noticed that as a kid because when I was really young, I had the VHS tapes of both the Psycho Ranger episodes and a VHS that had, I think it was the first 3 episodes of Lightspeed Rescue. So I definitely noticed that as a kid. I'm like, why they're reusing the Psycho Red monster suit? Okay.
Yeah, make matters weirder. They used the mutant Deviant costume in a reinforcement from the future. Yeah, that was kind of weird. But yeah, we defeat the kaiju, and of course, like the thing shows, like, you foolish Ultraman. When I change kaiju, you say I'm pure evil. But when you do it, you're mother effing Teresa on the hood of a Mercedes Benz. Yeah. See, like,
so what you're saying is Cosmos is a majestic friggin' eagle.
Yeah, and he looks damn good in leather. Yeah, can't beat my, no one can beat my ultra shoes. I have got some ultra shoes. Yeah, so we move on to the last 2 episodes. So everyone's trapped inside the bubble, but don't worry. We've all seen the finale for Lightspeed Rescue. The base gets destroyed.
Also, Fubuki knows that Cosmos and Musashi are one and the same.
It's like you're Ultraman. Wait, you knew? Yeah, I kind of knew since episode 5. Why did you say so? Did you want me to say something? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, is that why he lightened up a lot after like the first 22 or so episodes on Musashi?
I assumed it was because of Homegirl from the university. Yeah, because sometimes, lack of relief tends to make people more aggressive. No, it's like that. It's like the song lyrics to the one Akon song. It's like it made a nice man out of me. It's called. I cried the whole time. Doesn't matter. I think she might have been a racist. Doesn't matter. I should put a bag on my head. Still counts.
Yeah, so it gets to the point to where Fubuki is like, do not go. I do not want you to go and kill yourself. You are low on energy. So despite Fubuki's injury, he gets into a little fight with Musashi and eventually kind of uses Musashi's kindness against him, but then tells him like something along the lines of you've always been too kind, but I like that about you.
Aw. Yeah, that's about 40 episodes too late to say that, but okay. But yeah, so Red Falcon goes up into space in order to blow up the Chaos Header. And let me just say, he looks like a majestic freaking stallion, a majestic eagle.
A majestic falcon.
Yeah, a majestic red falcon.
Do you sing? And then he starts singing the live band opening. Kimi ni wa kikoi nai no ka.
No, eating some potatoes there. You know, potatoes are high in calories. You know, it's a great way to burn off calories.
What?
But yeah, no, I really want to rewatch that show. I still can't believe they used the song "Celebrate Good Times" during that exposition about how 1/3 of the population died from a lack of resources. But yeah, so Ultraman Cosmos versus the Ultraman Calamity are fighting each other on the moon. We meet again for the first time, for the last time. Wait, hold on. I was going for Yu-Gi-Oh reference, but I accidentally ended up making a Spaceballs reference.
Before you die, Cosmos, there's something you should know
about us. What is it? I am your father's brothers,
nephews, cousins, former
roommates. What does that make us? Absolutely nothing, which is what you will soon be. and then yeah, we blow up some moon rocks, which reveal raw energon. And as we know from Beast Wars, raw energon means
poor Waspinator.
Yeah, poor Waspinator.
Not gonna lie, that actually was a great fight between Cosmos and Calamity on the moon. It was
a great fight. And turns out, yeah, no, the whole point of having this fight on the moon was because, yeah, because there's more of that protein. Not protein, more of that crystal that mitigates
the SOAD crystal.
Yeah. SOAD. It's such a weird name.
Well, it's an acronym. I don't know what it's for, but
I know it's an acronym. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like, but yeah, so what ends up happening is, yeah, the chaos, but yeah, so like the Chaos Header basically fuses with Calamity in order to become like its final form. Now, this is my true final form. And yeah, no, it's like things are getting dyed. The color time was going. So what happens
becomes
is
Chaos Darkness.
Yeah, so Ultraman Calamity just so Luna just like transports Musashi out of his body and back into the cockpit. So now even Red Falcon knows that Musashi is definitely Ultraman Cosmos because he was definitely not in the cockpit with me earlier. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad to know that this Musashi is not a figment of my imagination.
Yes. Musashi, did you sell your soul?
I hope not.
That's
Jesus be with you.
Yeah, Buddha be praised.
So, actually, another cool thing about this episode, besides the fights, the effect that they used to make Cosmos disappear after he, separated himself from Musashi, that effect looked pretty cool.
It was brilliant. Yeah. So yes, we have the obligatory Heisei era Ultraman dies in the penultimate episode trope.
That is true.
If only we had a bunch of kids around the world going, he's the one 10 stories high, save the world, Ultraman! He's the hope for humankind.
Save the world.
Cosmos. Watch then live. Cosmos. Yeah. So basically, oh my god. I just got a notification that Palike is doing a cover of the Lightspeed Rescue theme song.
Nice.
About damn time he's doing any Power Ranger song. Like, damn, Lightspeed Rescue. What are the odds that we were talking about it just a moment ago? Yes. But yeah. So yeah, so yeah, Musashi's hospitalized. It's like, Musashi, yeah, are you okay? We know that you're Ultraman. What? Me, Ultraman? Dude, don't hide anymore. We all know. Okay. Okay. Well, at least you're all here now. Like, you're not just like randomly disappearing half the time. Yeah. But yeah, so like we have this epic conversation. It's like I talked to the Chaos Head in the previous episode, and well, basically it was a man-made thing, but not by humans, but by some other alien species, in order to maintain order and balance. But the problem is that it attempted to maintain order and balance, it became sentient, and then it became sapient, and then it came to the conclusion that in order to maintain order, destruction has to occur. So now it's trying to destroy everything in order to maintain order. After all, if there can be no chaos if there is no life.
Also, it learns the human emotions of hatred and anger. Okay, so essentially what you're telling me is
it became a
racist. Dalek Sec before Dalek Sec.
Yep. Exterminate.
Well, I take it you've seen that episode with when Dalek Sec absorbs that one human to become a human Dalek hybrid.
Oh, you mean the one where everyone turns into pigs? Yes.
Yeah, the pig thing was weird. But other than that, it's like the scene to where like the doctor asks him, "What are you feeling right now, Sec? Tell me, what are you feeling?" "I feel hatred. Humanity." I forget how it goes, but it's like,
yeah,
he's like saying all these negative, hateful, angry emotions, and he's like this species is a genius for war.
But it's also genius for healing and building and learning of love and hate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. This reminds me of the second verse of The Miracle of Joey Ramone. That's a great song, but I know that most people hate it for reasons that have nothing to do with the song itself, but more to do with the distribution of said song. If you know, you know. But so it's attacking Earth, and it's like, no, we have to Steven Universe this thing.
Oh gosh.
You are not a gun. You can be what you choose to be. So choose. I want to be a red ice black dragon. Well, you're halfway there. You do have red eyes. I'll give you that much. But I'm not a black dragon. Yeah. It's like, so yeah, Musashi's like, I don't want to fight you anymore. We should not be fighting. Not like this. Brother, my brother, tell me why we really fight.
Well, hang on. We need to have. Excuse me. We need to for this. We need to either have Arthur G6 or Boomdorio Boomdaris.
Yeah. Oh my god, I miss Arthur. He's so adorable. Arthur's so cute, especially when he's like holding the twins in his arms when they were still babies. And then there's that photo when they go to elementary school for the first time. That was so cute. But man, that part where Gaku like fires that gun for the first time. Oh man, that was heavy.
Oh, you mean when he shot at Garoa's face?
Yeah. It's like, bruh, like this is the kid that inspired Carter Grayson, I swear.
I still do not understand why they decided to make Garoa an ass clown in the second half of the show.
I think it's because there's that one holiday that happens once every 100 years but no one got the memo that
Topsy Turvy Day, but that was a one episode thing.
Yeah, and everyone forgot that that one day ended. But the crazy part is the time when the 5 villains disguise themselves as the 5 heroes. Oh yeah, we're gonna start our own evil school, but the kids actually love them. Yeah, but I still don't get the part where like they have the little puppets.
Oh, the 5 Coon dolls.
Yeah, and they even have one of Garo.
Yeah, and then in Kaiju no Kami's review, he says he looks like Eric Cartman.
Yeah. I want some chicken.
Him eating all of the the chicken skin from KFC and not leaving any for the boys was one of the most diabolical acts he ever committed.
Yeah. So much so he became a trafficker.
It was enough to make Kenny cry.
Yeah. And when you make Kenny cry, you're in for whooping. But Musashi does a Steven Universe routine, and then Luna shows up. It's like your Steven Universe just spoke out to me. We are the Ultramen. We're here to save the day.
Oh my gosh! And Cosmo's confused with other Ultras.
Yeah.
Did Rebecca Sugar rip off Ultraman?
Yeah. Musashi Fubuki and Red Falcon and Luna.
I guess it makes sense for this kind of series with the thing that they were going for with Cosmos being a kinder, gentler Ultraman, purifying things. So, I can see what they're going for.
Yeah.
So he puts in a lot of the Full Moon Rex into Chaos Header, and then Chaos Header, when he looks purified, he looks more angelic, for lack of a better term.
He looks like Burajira from Gosager.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Messiah no Burajira.
Well, it's good
AKA Mega Man X Mach 2.
Yeah. Oh no! Don't forget, he is royalty.
Yeah.
I actually do think that was a great way for Megaforce to get around that to not seem blasphemous.
Yeah.
But it's too bad the rest of the show was handled piss poorly.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is finding out that the main villain from Megaforce was actually an Austrian composer.
Interesting.
Yeah, because Vrock is Bach. Yeah.
Also, not gonna lie, Vrock really was kind of the best thing about Megaforce, because I'm gonna be honest. The voice that they gave Brock sounds perfect to me. It sounds like
Jason Hood did a fantastic job. And for what it's worth, Stephen Butterworth did a good job as Vakar as well. I'm honestly disappointed that the two of them didn't have audio screen time with each other.
Yeah, with Jason Hood's voice for Vrock, he actually makes him sound like an English dub version of Beredoron/Brajira. Yeah. He actually gives the character that sort of conniving, backstabbing manipulator vibe,
But also discreetly regal.
That too.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, guys, you could have made this show a lot better. You had the footage, you had the formula, you had a great voice for Vrock.
Can you imagine Kathleen Kennedy showed up? It's like, well, you see, the thing about Megaforce is we didn't have any source material to adapt from.
Oh, for frick's sake.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. I will always respect what she did in Jurassic Park. Specifically, Jurassic Park, I will respect, her feats. But as Harvey Dent once said, you live long enough to see yourself become the villain, and unfortunately, Star Wars where she became the villain.
Yeah.
And it's so tragic too because of like she literally saved the entire cast and crew from a hurricane in Costa Rica. Like, you got to put some respect on that, but it's hurtful that someone who did that also did this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's things that I liked and didn't like about the Disney trilogy for Star Wars.
Yeah. But yeah, with that in mind, yeah, after the thing becomes in jug, it's like now you must go leave Earth and never come back. It's like, I'm not leaving. If I leave, you have to leave with me. That is perfectly fine with me. And of course, he ejects Musashi again. It's like, but Cosmos, I want to fly with you again, like I did when I was a child. But you see, you've always been able to fly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you, Red Falcon, you always had a heart. No. That would be for Fubuki. That'd be better for Fubuki. And Fubuki, you wanted a heart, but you always had one. Toigaki, you wanted a brain, but you've always had one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Ayano, you wanted herpes, but you had that all along.
Yeah. So the two of them fly off. Everyone like congratulates Musashi. No one gets any particular epilogue, unfortunately, because we have the two movies to deal with. But like, if you're a kid watching the show, you did not know that the movies were going to be out at the time. So yeah. But yeah, so Cosmos flies off with the Chaos Header, while the end credits play clips from the entire season. Of course, it's like, if I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything. If I could learn to love like Musashi. No, high key, like Cosmos even says, you Musashi, you taught me the concept of love. Now I must spread it to everyone else. Phrasing. But yeah, that's it, guys.
We did it. We got through the show. I mean, yeah, we got 2 more movies, but we got through all 65 episodes.
All 65 episodes. With just enough time left to do a certain 13 episode series, which we will get to.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, in a bit, like next week, I'm gonna get the Blu-ray. Hopefully, then it will finally drop in price just a little bit. Oh well, yeah. No, like these episodes are actually pretty good. Like mostly 9s with a 10 for the last episode.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
All right.
3 was more of an 8 because it felt a little fillerish.
Yeah. I'd say 8s and then 9s across the rest of the board.
All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Any other final thoughts about the this batch of episodes?
They were pretty good. Like I said, episode 64, that fight scene on the moon was cool. Last episode felt a little underwhelming, to be honest. I suppose it's because, usually with like Toku finales, I'm used to them like going more all out. I mean, the last episode certainly wasn't bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it just felt a little kind of underwhelming.
Yeah.
But other than that, and like you said, there wasn't really any kind of epilogue. But we've got 2 movies, so I'm sure they'll provide more substance. The 3rd movie, maybe that'll even provide more of a sense of closure. We'll see.
Yeah, for me, it's like, it's kind of one of the things I hate about Kamen Rider Decade. It's like just end it on a cliffhanger so you could promote a movie.
And so much so the Fuhrer gets pissed off about it.
Yeah, that was my first exposure to Downfall. Yeah.
My first exposure to that was he gets banned from Xbox Live.
Yeah. 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 But yeah, for me, it's like, what do you mean it ends on a cliffhanger? I waited 31 weeks for this. Yeah, but sir, Dragon Knight. Who cares about Dragon Knight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Poor Fuhrer.
No, he got what he deserves.
You get what you bleeping deserve.
Yeah. Oh, I love that meme where it's like, you get what you bleeping deserves, and he's just like petting a corgi.
I mean, he ain't wrong.
A corgi does deserve the pets. Where I after we're done with this review, I need to talk to my GSD about a few things. Mostly how much pressure I need to apply when I wrap my arms around his belly.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So yeah, no. So since this is the last arc that we just finished, thoughts on the arc as a whole, episodes 51 through 65.
Well, there certainly were good episodes. Cool looking kaiju. Cool fights and whatnot. So it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, for me,
I don't really know what else to say, and I wish I did.
Yeah, for me, I'd have to rank this arc as a 7. There's a lot of good episodes, but the problem is that by that point, the show really overstayed its welcome in terms of pacing. That even though like you have some good episodes, heck, all of these last 5 episodes were really good. It's like, did we need that Kappa episode? Did we really need that? Well, actually, we did need that mushroom episode because it was very important for the last 7 episodes. But yeah, no, I think we could have cut like 20 episodes of the show, and it would not have ruined anything really. So yeah, so like while this batch of 15 episodes had a lot of good, really good episodes in it, as a whole, it was, I have to rank it low because we didn't need this many episodes to tell this specific part of the story. And again, it's like at this point, it's fatigue. And I hate the fact that I'm fatigued because I do love the characters. I love Musashi, I love Koji, I love Red Falcon, I love Exo, I love Homegirl, I love Fubuki. I don't care for the Doctor, though. Yeah, he did appear in this couple of episodes, but we didn't bring him up because did we really need to?
Yeah, it was very brief.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm very mixed about this arc for those reasons. But yeah, so what score would you give the arc as a whole?
Low 8.
Low 8, yeah. Well, at least we're finally done with the show. You know, just 2 more movies. Okay, guys. If you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. And share our videos because it helps us out with the algorithm. We're trying to get to 3.5K so that we can review a certain action-packed adventure film that we won't say the name of. And with that said, check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we discuss movies, TV shows, etc. If you want to say hi to us in person, we will be at Power MorphinCon August 28th through the 30th at the Pasadena Convention Center. They introduced some more actors to the fold. I just got a notification about yet another actor, and I'm actually glad that this one showed up because while I kind of knew that they would show up, it was only it wasn't announced yet. So let's So let's get right into it. We got let's see. We got Angie Diaz. We already know about her, but we're just gonna bring her up again. Angie Diaz, Anna Hutchinson, Philip Andrews, Philip Jean Marie, both from Wild Force, and just announced Jack Guzman from Wild Force. So we got 4 Wild Force Rangers now. Once we get Jessica Ray, that'll be all 5 of them. Mike Hollander is joining VR Troopers. He's been going to Morphicon since 2014, I think. So happy to see him again. Stunt actor Scott Leva shows up, and yeah, he's also done other live action stuff. And Kevin Tuhani from Dino Thunder.
Dino Thunder Blue.
Yep. Yeah. And if Kevin's going, that means Jeff Palazzo will also be there. He just hasn't been announced. But usually the two of them are always there together. So, I wouldn't be surprised if Jeff will also be announced. But yeah, so lots of actors. We're excited. Can't wait to see them. And we can't wait to see you guys, our beloved fans. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Check out our personal content. On our channel, we discuss Ultraman Cosmos, just 2 movies left to go. Ultraman Powered will be next, in honor of Ken Kosugi, who will also be attending Power Morphicon. We also discuss Kamen Rider Ryuki, Kamen Rider Z, and Super Space Sheriff Gavan Infinity. So we can't wait to see you guys at the con. We hope you have a great 3 or 4 day weekend for Memorial Day. Thank you, our beloved soldiers, for your efforts. And, we hope to see you again real soon. Goodbye, guys.
See ya.